What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So we are actually on our way to Bass Pro Shops. I'm going to ask for permission to see if we can go ahead and record in there. Hopefully they say yes. Last time I was there, they gave me a big stink to ask next time. I have to actually go return this fish finder I picked up on Black Friday. Got a way better deal on Cyber Monday. So we're taking the fish finder back. We'll do a video on that separately, but we're gonna go ahead and do a Christmas style kind of challenge. I want to go to Bass Pro. I want to pick out 5 lures to go ahead and go out, fish, do a little Christmas kind of fishing challenge. It is December. It's going to be that fall winter pattern, so we're going to pick out baits specifically that will work on my lake. So I will go ahead and get back to y'all when I get to Bass Pro Shops. We can go ahead and make a video for y'all, so you guys stay tuned. All right, y'all, so we are finally in Bass Pro. We are at the Daytona location, so first thing I gotta do is check out the fish. Always whenever you come into Bass Pro, gotta see the fish tank. All right. Some big bass in here. Some redfish. Those guys down there. All right, there was a big family right in front of that, so I didn't really want to record too much in front of them, just out of respect for those people. But we're gonna go ahead and up to the fishing section. We wanna do a fishing challenge for Christmas. Got my Bass Pro Christmas hat on. And we're gonna see if we can get 5 lures. All right, y'all, so we made it to the fishing section. So like I said, we wanna do, we're gonna do 2 soft plastics, and then we're gonna do 3 hard baits. Kind of keep that fall pattern. I really wanted a jerk bait, but I don't think they have any of them in here. When I came here last time, they didn't have any jerk baits. So we're gonna get what we can. We'll kind of improvise on what we see. So first off, I wanna go ahead and get a spinnerbait. Spinnerbait is awesome in the fall / winter here in Florida. We're gonna try to get a color that is kind of similar to kind of Christmas patterns, but also something realistic we can catch fish on. So first I see this red one right here. Kind of like it, but red for me really doesn't do well in Florida. There is one here that's like green and white. Let's see if there's any better ones maybe. This one's kind of just all white. Actually, you know what? This one's kind of got like a sparkle, kind of like icicle kind of deal to it. I like this one a lot. I think that's a good color. They're feeding up on shad. It's a realistic bait. We're also keeping that kind of like white Christmas, icicle-y kind of theme to it. So we'll get this first off. Next, we'll get a chatterbait. I do really well with chatterbaits, and try to find one. Here you go. Here's one that's white and green. I think that'll be a good color. We're gonna be fishing like clear water, so that kind of natural look to it will do really well for us. Plus I wanted this tungsten Evo, so I think we're gonna get this. So we need one more hard bait, and I think I'm gonna go with like a flat-sided crankbait. We'll try to do like a flat-sided crankbait. I think that'll work extremely well, especially if it's colder out when we go. Maybe we'll get one of these XPS ones. See what we got. Here's a lipless. See a lot of crankbaits, no flat side. I wanted to find a jerk bait, but I think jerk bait would be ideal to use. But I don't really see, oh, here's a jerk bait right here. But it's kind of like blue, kind of clear. I don't know, that might work. It's a smaller jerk bait. But I think what we'll do is a lipless. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a bigger size in that one. Here we go. This is perfect. This is what I want right here. That is ideal. Slow rising. Does it have a rattle in it? Fritz side, big gun. Hard bait, slow rising, silent. Silent would be good for clear water, but I think I want one slow rise. I'd like the white one, but like not silent. Slow rise, silent, slow rise, silent, slow rise, silent, slow rise, silent. I guess they're all silent. I mean, it makes sense because you kind of want that bait to be sort of silent because, and there's a stunner down here. I mean, it's kind of a purple and white. I think we'll let it go on this one. How deep does this dive? It doesn't necessarily keep our theme, but you can't beat a jerkbait this time of year. All right, so let's go ahead and get our soft plastics. We're gonna pick 2 of them up. I think we'll be able to match the color a lot better with the soft plastic. So I wanna do like a creature style bait first off. So we'll get one that's like an XPS one. So let's see what we got. I've been looking at these. I have a pair. These crawdaddy bugs actually look pretty good. These log fathers look pretty juicy though. That one's actually a good color too, green. Here he goes, green and red. Let's see what, oh, check this out. Oh, dropped it. But that is perfect. Half is green, half is red. We'll go ahead and use this to flip with. I think that's actually a really good bait. So the next bait I want to get is like a finesse style bait. I'm thinking like just getting like a, man, the music is super loud in here, but some sort of finesse like drop shot trick worm to go ahead and fish with. So we'll see if we can find these in here. I'm not seeing them on this aisle. Maybe it was the last aisle we were on. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's some Zoom stuff. Zoom usually has, let's see. Here we go. Trickworm red. Ooh. Let's get these. Finesse trickworm red shad, red bug shad. I like that. So it's got like a shad pattern on the bottom, but it's also red bug. So that's a different color. I really like this one. I think we got our bait. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll head to the front and check out, and hopefully we'll catch some fish. The next time you guys see me, we'll be on the water. All right, y'all, so we are out at the water. We are at Lake Dalhousie. We are doing the Bass Pro Shops Challenge. Got my Bass Pro Shops hat on. It's a little windy out. Water temperatures are fluctuating between like 64 and like 68, 69. So we do have still a moving bait bite a little bit. We should be okay with that. We are in pre-spawn. We got our Bass Pro goods here. So I had 2 additions. As you guys saw, we went through the store. We picked out 5 baits. We picked 2 soft plastics and 3 hard baits. Well, I added 1 more soft plastic. I went on BassPro.com, as well as I picked up 2 other baits that we were going to do we'll call it Santa's Little Helper Challenge. So what I have here is, pull it out for y'all. I have a Santa Claus hat that has 2 baits in it. They are going to be substitutes for 2 baits that I picked up just in case that those ones don't work. We have 2 extras. We can kind of use it, but the stipulation is we have to put this Santa hat on while we use it, and we can only use it 1 time, but if we do catch a fish on it, we'll get 1 additional use for the Santa's helper. Now, hopefully we won't have to use that though, but the other thing that I picked up, and this is a staple in Florida in the wintertime, pretty much a staple pretty much anywhere, but I had to get some white flukes. I didn't think about it when I was in the store, but I had to pick one up, so that is going to be our third soft plastic. So we're going to try to catch one fish on each bait, maybe a couple fish on a bait, depending on how well it does. But we're going to go ahead and get to fishing. And oh, I just wanted to add in, I'm wearing a life vest today. I have been a terrible content creator, but from now on, I got the Mustang PFD on, and we're gonna go ahead and get some fishing done, and let's see. So y'all stay tuned. I'll name the baits out as we go, and we'll mark them off the list. And just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. It's coming up soon, so let's get this Bass Pro Shops Christmas challenge started, baby. It is like, it said 4 miles an hour, and this is definitely more than 4. This is a little heavier than 4 miles an hour. So got this log father on in our kind of Christmassy colors, and we're just gonna see if we can get us a fish. There's a bass right there. Wow. All right, well, we're gonna have to kind of, it is so windy. On the outside here. All right, well, okay, change of plans, y'all. So it is super windy right now. So we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna throw the spinner bait. No. Yeah, well, if we don't get bit on this, we'll try the chatterbait. Chatterbait should definitely get bit, but we can also throw that log father as a Texas rig if we don't catch anything flipping. So I'm not opposed to that either. I mean, it's a bait challenge, so we could throw it different ways. I didn't bring any other lures because I'm committed to this challenge, but while this is wind has kind of stopped a little bit, I definitely want to throw that flipping stick off of this grass edge because I've always caught fish right on that corner. All right, well, we're gonna go. Sun's back out. We're gonna go try to catch us our flipping fish. Flipping. Try to catch a flipping fish. So we got bait in here. Should be some bass lurking in these but we're just hitting these pockets. Any kind of little open little pocket in the semi we are flipping into. There's so much bait in here. I'm not sure how we're not gonna get a fish in this stuff flipping, but kind of giving me vibes that maybe we won't. All right, so next bait we have on chatterbait. I don't remember what color this is. I think it's like not glitter bomb, but I don't know. But we got a green kind of trailer, so we got a little white, we got a little green to it. The trailer has a little like reddish orange to it as well, so kind of fulfills that. You know, all three of them. Gets a little bit Christmassy of everything. I was gonna just use a green pumpkin chatterbait, which would have worked really well in here, but figured they were feeding up on shad, so that kind of mix of green and white looked really good to me. Yeah, so we're gonna throw this for a few casts. Got my water lands on. Kind of see pretty good in the water. There we go, there's a fish. Upright, y'all. First fish of the challenge complete. First fish of the challenge. Let's go. Smacked a chatterbait. Nice little guy, but hey, fish is a fish. Got a little one on the board. And we'll go ahead and put him back in. Okay, well, it's recording, but all right, dude. Go on. They're just blowing up in those lily pads. Even if it's a little guy, I'm all about just getting us something on this fluke. Knocks out our fluke. Oh, dude, those guys are heading right where I wanted to fish. Sweet. There it is. Oh no, we lost him. Oh, dude. They're fit. Dude, I'll get him. I'll get him. Dude, that was like first try. First try, y'all. Well, that sucks because we had an opportunity to smoke one with the fluke. And we couldn't do it. Alright, we'll leave this like so. Try to get one on the spinnerbait. Yeah, we haven't even been out here for 2 full hours yet. So, accurate for sure. Alright, there is these docks. We could get one on the spinnerbait over here. There's definitely some grass over here too. That's why I like this spot. Maybe not the biggest fish, but yeah, some of the deeper stuff's on the other side. But yeah, I saw a better too and a big fish towards the back, so I think that may be our ticket for catching a bigger fish, kind of along that back side. Here we go. We got one on the spinnerbait. It's a good fish too. It's a really good fish on the spinnerbait. This is my best fish in here. No. Dude, let's go, baby. And he knocked it off. Let's go. All right, y'all, so we knocked our second bait off the list. It's going to be this brawler by Bass Pro. Caught it right up against this dock. Dude, I was waiting for this fish forever. And I think this is the biggest fish I've ever actually caught out in this lake here. Not that big, but I mean, it's definitely a good size fish for me for fishing here. So we'll get a weight on it. I think it's like a 2-pounder maybe. Zeroed out, it is 2.9, so 2.5, a little over 2.5. It's definitely my biggest fish out here before. So let's go ahead and, oh, I think the sun is right in the way of the camera, but yeah, so my biggest fish out here, we're gonna go ahead and get this guy back in and keep the challenge going. See if we can get one a little bigger than this, that'd be nice. All right, go on, bud. Right back into the depths. You go. All right, well, we can definitely, you know, catch another fish on it, but that's two baits knocked down. Let's see if we can get another one. Let's try the fluke now. I'm definitely want to work the fluke. That fish was up pretty shallow though, so we'll see. I'll stay tuned. I failed you guys, so it was really tough today. Tough bite. Had a ton follow the stunner jerkbait. I had 3 or 4 topwater blowups with the fluke. I wasn't able to get any flipping. They were up and tight, but I don't know if it was just the bait or what. We should have used our little Santa's Helper Audible, but I didn't. All right, y'all, so it is day 2. We are out here. We got 4 baits to take care of. We did 2 the other last week. This is gonna be the second week of me doing this. I wanted to try to knock out every bait. We went to a bad spot and it was like right after a cold front starting into a warming trend, but that crystal clear water and the bite already being bad makes things just so much harder. So we're out here, 4 baits. We got a jerk bait, we got soft jerk bait or a fluke, we have a finesse worm, and then we have that creature bait. So let's get started. Try not to make this video too long, but hopefully we can knock it out. We got about 2 hours to fish, so we're gonna see what we can do, and hopefully we get some more fish. Y'all stay tuned. 50 feet. 2 good fish. One of them looks like a gar though. It looks like we got some followers here. No! We lost it. Whatever it was, we lost it. Dang. There we go. We finally got one. It's a largie. Dude, didn't even use the Didn't even have the scope on it. Just hit it. Nice fat little fish though. It's a decent one. We're gonna go ahead and put it back in. We knocked the jerk bait off, but I think we'll fish it a little bit more. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Dude, that fish cannonballed and got me soaked, y'all. Daggum. There we go. That's a good one. I watched him munch that. No. Let's go. There we go. All right, y'all, not a bad little fish on the jerkbait. That strikes again, dude. Somebody cheering over there, driving by. That's funny. 10, let's get this guy back in, but they're munching up on these jerkbaits. Let's go. All right, y'all, that is going to do it for the Christmas Bass Pro Shops Fishing Challenge. You know, we went ahead and caught 4 bass, 1 gar. Overall, it was fun, but both days we went out really wasn't that great of a bite, unfortunately. And the bite it was on was moving. Like, we caught all of our fish on moving baits. The jerkbait, I mean, like the one, I was like reeling it in. The second one, I was moving pretty fast, and you know, I watched that fish strike at it like 3 times aggressively. So they were pretty aggressive, but we didn't have any luck on any of the soft plastics. I really thought I'd get the fluke, but didn't happen. Either way, I had a fun time doing this. Let me know if you guys like videos like this, doing the walking in the store, picking out baits, coming here and fishing. I had fun with it. I really appreciate having you guys as subscribers. You know, this year has been fun. You know, I took a little bit of a break this year versus I pushed a little harder last year, but overall, it's been a really fun fishing year. And once again, guys, thank you again, and wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. And if you guys would, please like and subscribe. That would be your Christmas present to me if you guys want to. Really helps me out, helps the channel, and we're going to continue to grow this. I want to make a lot of videos. 2026 is going to be another year, and let's just have a good one. So appreciate you guys again watching. Until next time, y'all, peace.